I'm going to share with you my 5 habits that took me from being a beginner English learner to becoming fluent in English. And I'm pretty sure they will help you to become fluent in English as well. Habit number 1, thinking in English. Back in the day, I realized that even though I was learning English for a while and I wanted to become fluent in English as fast as possible, I was still forming all my thoughts in my native language. And there was the moment when I was like, oh my God, it's really difficult to think in English. Even simple sentences like, I'm done with my work, or it's time to enjoy myself, felt so hard to put together in English. And that's when I decided to start thinking in English. So I started to build the habit to narrate my day in my head, describe what I was doing, what I was going to wear, or what my plans were, all in English. And to be honest, at first, I spent most of my time just thinking and researching words. Because sometimes, all the time, I'd want to say something, but realize I didn't have the right vocabulary for it. So I had to research them to express what I had in my head in English. So I look up the words I needed, learn them, and use them to express that thought. And actually, I was really enjoying it. That process of discovering some gaps in my English knowledge and filling those gaps was really fun for me because I knew I was learning. I was making some progress in my English. So if you want to become fluent in English, you need to start thinking in English. Seriously, this one habit will change everything. I know it's not going to be easy at first, but push yourself. Describe what you're doing. Like, I'm drinking coffee. Describe your day. It's a beautiful day. When you don't know a word, don't switch languages. Find a way to explain it in English. Or even better, look it up, learn it, and use it right away. That's how you fill the gaps in your English knowledge. Habit number 2, reading something in English. And I don't mean books. You see, I really love reading about something that sparks my curiosity. Whenever I get interested in something, I become a total research freak. I just have to know everything about it. So back in the day, I used to research and read a lot of blogs, news articles, biographies, movie summaries, you name it, all in my native language. So one day, I made a promise to myself to start reading all those things, everything in English. Well, yes, at first I was doing it to just improve my English. But the more I got into it, the more I realized how interesting actually it was. There were so many more resources available in English, and of course, they were more detailed and well-researched. So I became completely addicted to reading and researching in English. It wasn't just about learning English anymore. It became about exploring a whole world of knowledge that I wouldn't have had access to otherwise. And of course, you need to improve this habit too if you really want to improve your English. Trust me, when you start reading blogs, articles, books, everything in English, you're not just learning English, you're opening up the door to a whole new world of information. The more you read, the more you'll improve your vocabulary, your understanding of the grammar, and your ability to express yourself. And the best part, you will actually enjoy the process. Try it. Just pick one topic that you really love and start reading about it in English. Habit number 3, writing in English. Speaking of researching in English, the next habit that I developed was writing in English. When I wanted to find something and read about it in English, I had to write, research, and Google it in English, right? And that improved my English a lot because I had to take the time to think about which words to use, how to structure my sentences, so Google gave me better results. So over time, this habit helped me to get comfortable with using English. I don't know if you feel the same way, but writing felt so much easier than speaking for me because unlike speaking, you can take your time, think things through, and carefully choose your words to express yourself. So if you really want to become fluent in English, consider writing. It gives you the space to experiment with new vocabulary, grammar, and even complicated sentence structures without feeling the pressure of real-time conversation. It's a safe way to build your confidence, and it'll eventually help you become more comfortable speaking as well. To practice writing, you can write social media posts and comment on videos like this one, because I really love to hear from you and talk with you and get to know each other. Habit number 4, practicing speaking. Let me be crystal clear here. I didn't have an English-speaking partner. I wasn't living in an English-speaking country, but I still managed to practice speaking. Actually, I did it in such a way that if I had an English partner, my progress wouldn't be that great. When I was learning English, I noticed something. After reading, for example, an article or watching a short video, when I found them interesting, I would go and talk about them with my friends, my mom, my sisters, whoever was available there. Do you see the problem? I was absorbing information in English, but my output was in my native language. So I challenged myself. Could I describe what I'd read or watched in English as fluently and good as I could in my native language? And when I tried, oh my God, it was a total mess. So I made my decision. I was like, I'm gonna do so to practice speaking English. So I started listening to short videos like BBC 6-Minute English. I listened to it and then tried to talk about it as if I was describing it or explaining it to a friend, the way I was doing it before. But this time, I was doing it in English. And also, I was explaining it to an imaginary friend or an imaginary mom. You know, because I didn't have anyone who knew English around me. So I had to create them myself. This exercise was incredibly effective because it forced me to use the new vocabulary that I'd been exposed to and structure my sentences the same way the speakers did in the video. You know how it goes. Sometimes we know some advanced words, grammar, and even beautiful complicated sentences, but we don't use them. Instead, we use some basic words, basic grammar over and over again. So this exercise really helped me using those things that I already knew. I activated my passive knowledge. I can't emphasize enough how much this practice is effective. If there's one thing, only one thing you should take away from this video, it's this: describe what you read and what you watch in English. It helps you bridge the gap between passive learning and active speaking. Habit number 5, keeping a vocabulary journal. Whenever I learned a new word or phrase, I write it down and review it regularly. This way, I wouldn't forget them because, I didn't want to waste my time looking up words and then forgetting them right after, which honestly, it used to happen a lot before. To make sure I could review my English vocabulary whenever I wanted, I bought a nice, fancy, dedicated notebook just for new words and phrases. So every time I encountered a new word, I'd write it down and later I could go back to it for a quick review. This really helps the words stick with me and become part of my active vocabulary. Before dedicating a notebook for new words and reviewing my notes, my active vocabulary was pretty basic. It was like dog, cat, good, and bad. Well, I knew more words than that, but I couldn't use them myself. I'd only recognize them when I saw them in the context while listening and reading. Now, you don't need a fancy physical notebook though. Actually, you can easily use apps to do the same thing. And one app I highly recommend is Anki. It's a flashcard app that uses a method called spaced repetition to help you remember vocabulary more effectively. Alright, that was my 5 habits. Let me know in the comments which one you liked the most, and let me know what you do every day to improve your English. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.